Bonjour, mes amis. Just thought I'd celebrate a fantastic victory last night en France. For you Celtic fans who seem to like watching this programme, bonjour, mes amis means hello, my friends, but that doesn't apply to you, obviously. What a great result last night in Nice. Uh, let's get the negative out of the way. Let's get the elephant dans la chambre out of the way. Nice weren't very good. They are fifth in the French league, so they must have decent players. They weren't good last night. I say they, it was mainly their defence, which was a shambles, so who are we to complain about that? Because they did have some decent players. They could have scored another couple of goals. We could have scored more than another couple of goals. So it was a thoroughly deserved win, a nice surprise, and hopefully this could be the turning point. And maybe the turning point, if in nothing else, except Drossers was dropped and Iggerman started up front, scored two goals, looked the part, held the ball up, challenged for the ball, took advantage of mistakes. So everything you would want in a centre forward, he showed glimpses of last night. So let's hope that's the end of Drossers and it's Iggerman and Danilo who will be tasked with scoring our goals and leading the line from now on. Because if that happens, we could actually start beating teams more easily and at least ending up second in the league, having a decent run in Europe and winning both cups. So that's the optimistic view at this point. But to go back to the game, a great game. How can we complain when we go in at half time 3 nothing up? I mean, we don't even go in at half time at Ibrox against the dross of the Premier League 3 nothing up or even 2 nothing up. So for once, Rangers fans could sit back, get the cigars out, put their feet up, have a glass of malt and enjoy themselves, knowing nothing could possibly go wrong after half time. And that's obviously what happened. We got a scare early on. Well, actually, we had the first effort. Tierney should have done better with one of his trademark left footers. So we had a chance. They had a chance at the other end. And then we had a real scare when VAR, we thought, was going to award a penalty kick to Nice. I thought by the end of the whole process, Willie Collum must have a part-time job in France doing the VAR there because first of all checked if Suter, when he blocked the shot, had handled. No, bounced off his chest. Then they checked if Conor Barron had kicked the guy from the rebound, but no, he kicked the ball. And then they checked after that when it went to the left side of the box, did Sterling handball it? But no, it hit off the side of his, under his shoulder. So no foul anywhere, but it was almost as if the referee was determined to find something to justify a penalty kick. So hence my suggestion that Willie Collum or any of the other Scottish referees might have been in charge of VAR last night. So apart from that, that would have changed the whole game, obviously at nothing each. But once we went ahead, they only got worse, especially in defence. There were shambles in defence, they looked nervous, incompetent. Having said that, having said that maybe we were lucky to get them on a night like that and to score so many goals away from home, you've still got to cash in on mistakes, which too often we don't, especially when Drossers is up front. So for once we actually cashed in, we used our skill to actually get an end result out of an opponent's mistake or whatever. The first one wasn't really an opponent's mistake. A ball into the box. Iggerman did well to get to the ball, brush aside a defender, slip it to Tierney. He did a shot and it actually hit off two different defenders before it went into the net. So that was a real bit of luck. That was the biggest chunk of luck we had all night, I would say. The second goal, when that came, Sterling chipped a nice ball forward for Diomande to run onto the centre half. He let it go over his head, thinking it was just going to go straight to the goalkeeper. Diomande ran round him, just stuck his leg out and flicked it over the goal into the net. Brilliant piece of anticipation and skill to put us 2-0 up. So nothing lucky about the finish. Maybe the incompetence of the defender. Third goal, another piece of incompetence. Poor pass back, miles short. But again, Igaman this time had the presence of mind to anticipate it, run onto it, take it round the goalkeeper who'd come out off his line, take it round to him with one foot, put it back into the path of the goal with his left foot, run into goal. He seemed to take forever. I thought he was going to do a Drossers and take about 1,000,000 touches and then miss it. But he took his time calmly and then he just slotted it into the net with a defender on the line by this time. So 3-0 up at half time. What's to complain about? Seventh heaven. Second half, they started with a wee flurry. I think we had to have a save from Butland to stop them scoring. But it only lasted 5-10 minutes, if that. And then we got the fourth. Again, another mistake. Well, I say a mistake. The defender had the ball. He's trying to pass it to another player. And Igaman was in between them. And he actually intercepted the pass. So, I suppose you could call that a mistake, but he actually intercepted it, then nutmegged the guy who'd passed it, ran in on goal, and again, you're thinking Drossers, well, there's no way this is going in the net, but thankfully, it wasn't Drossers, it was our new striker who actually slotted it into the far corner, low into the net. Brilliant goal, 4-0 up. How many Rangers fans could believe this wasn't a dream they were having? So, apart from that, the game went on as normal. They didn't really cause as many problems. We could have scored more goals actually. When Ridvan came on, he actually played as a left winger practically because Shefty was still at left back. In fact, Shefty could have scored a couple of goals last night. He was unlucky. And Ridvan, when he came on, he could have scored a couple of goals as well. I don't know if it was because he hadn't played for months or maybe he wouldn't have scored them even if he'd been playing every week. But he had a couple of chances to score goals. He looked okay actually as a left winger. That continued. They scored their goal, 6 minutes from the end, something like that. Brilliant free kick. Keeper no chance. Can't complain about that. I think it was young Bailey Rice as a sub who gave away the free kick in the edge of the box. So that was a mistake, obviously. But we can't complain. Nobody's bothered about a goal a few minutes from the end when you're 4-0 up. But then, as usual, a Rangers game wouldn't be a Rangers game without a fantastic miss from Drossers. 88th minute, I think it was. Cross from the right. Drossers is on the 6-yard line, nobody near him. He actually does well to bring it down with his chest, so then just slam it into the net, and he side foots it past the post. It was one of these impossible misses. It was the worst miss of the season. Up until now, Cherny had the worst miss against Leon. If you remember, this was even worse. In fact, it's probably the worst miss I've seen on TV anywhere in the world this season. I don't remember seeing an English game or a European game where there's been such a bad miss, but that sums him up, and let's hope that's the last we see of him. And if we do see him, it's in the same situation where we're 4-0 up or 4-1 up, and it doesn't matter if he misses because that guy will cost us. Let's hope he was looking at Igaman and thinking, oh, I wish I could do that, hold the ball up, pass it to other people, pass it to the wingers, let in a midfield runner, that kind of thing, harass the defence and actually take the ball away from them or make them look so nervous that they'll make mistakes. But I don't think he will think all that as he was sitting there watching this. So anyhow, 4-1, great win, 10 points, which was our target right from the beginning. We were told 9 points should get you into the knockout stages. Probably 10 definitely, so we've got 10 already. We've got the backup of USG in the final game at Ibrox, which we should win, and forget the Spurs and the Man U games. As long as we don't get thrashed, that they won't matter. We should be in the knockout stages, so that's at least something to look forward to in the new year and something to be pleased about. If we can just get our domestic form up and running, who knows what might happen in the League Cup final and obviously in the Scottish Cup to come. So well done, Gers. I'm not going to moan about anything. I'm not going to say that everybody played brilliantly, but nobody played badly last night. Bayrami was probably the least effective, but even he did okay. So great result. Let's move on to McDermott Park. That'll be a laugh, not